I'm Ben Blackmore. This is my father, David Blackmore. We have 20 employees across 5 farms. In total, it's between 8,000 to 9,000 acres. Well, I think there's just under 4,000 cattle. But Wagyu is a long process, so whilst 4,000 cattle seems like a lot, that only allows us to do 70 animals per month. So it's very, very small scale production, but obviously the idea is to try and have the very highest quality. Look, one of the most important things that we've always tried to do was to make sure that almost half of our beef stays in Australia and is used by Australian customers and chefs. We also export to 15 countries at the moment. Those export markets allow us to identify different cuts that those sort of markets will pay a premium for.
Really important for our business has always been the story, and we've always presented that honestly. We protect the integrity of our business and the integrity of everything that we do, and that to me is the most important thing. So what we do, what we claim we do, we make sure we do. We're our hardest critics. Our reputation is only as good as our worst carcass.
For me, I think the most unique thing about our product is the flavour of our beef. We do a lot in our process to ensure that the flavour of our beef is unique, and that starts before the animals are even born. It's about making sure that we produce a really delicious piece of beef that when somebody puts it in their mouth, we hope that their first sort of reaction to it is, wow. Long hours, it's hard work, and it's about having that consistency of that over not just a couple of months but a number of years. It's now 30 years of 2 generations that has got us to this point today. We were in our French distributor's chiller one day, and we saw a product there that was heavily marbled. It had a lot of yellow fat on it, so we assumed it had been raised on grass. And we went about researching where it had come from.
So the Rubia Gallega are a Spanish breed. They hadn't been exported from Spain any time before. I believe these are the first cattle born outside of Spain in the world. So this has got a heritage very similar to Wagyu in the fact that they're work animals, and as you can see, they're very, very quiet and a bit of a nuisance when they want to play. It's taken us 10 years to get to this stage from when we first saw the meat in Spain to be able to have meat to sell in Australia. So for a European or a British breed, they're much more heavily marbled. They're probably about double an Angus off grass. And with the marbling comes your flavour and your tenderness and the softness in the meat. What we're getting back from the chefs is the texture is very fine and very tender. So we're getting good reports back.
The idea was not to create another product similar to Wagyu, but a product that could be really high quality off grass or off pasture with a supplement that we were able to give them. It doesn't compete with our Wagyu product, it just accompanies it. We sort of teeter on the edge of how big would you want to grow the business? At what point do you start to lose quality? I think we're probably pretty happy with where we're at today in terms of our production numbers and things like that. It's quite a sustainable business, but who knows what the future holds.